I'm Julie Hanks, LCSW, with Ask the Therapist. I have a question from a 23-year-old female who is dealing with grief due to the loss of pets. I had 2 pet ferrets. One died in January, the other died in June, both of cancer at the age of 5. I was overly attached to them, and I was completely devastated when they died, particularly because they both got sick at the same point, where I had to euthanize them to prevent suffering. This really screwed me up for a while. They were my babies, and I think I'm grieved as if I had lost my children. I thought I was ready for a new pet. It's been 6 months, and I've really been craving some fuzzy company. I started looking into acquiring a cage and supplies with the intention of getting a gerbil in about 2 weeks. Just as I talked myself into it, I talked myself out of it fast. If I could get another pet, it's going to die. It's going to get sick or old and die, and there'll be nothing I can do to control it. I cried about the loss of an animal I haven't even met yet. I can't handle another pet dying. How can I get another pet if all I can think about is the pet dying? If this is how I'm thinking, does it mean I'm not ready for another pet? Maybe I'll resent the new pet because it will never be able to replace my ferrets. Now I'm stuck. I want a pet to cuddle and care for, but I feel like I'm traumatized by my ferret's death. Really great question. It's normal to grieve the loss of a pet, and sometimes it catches people off guard, like it sounds like it's caught you off guard, that it is so intense and there's so much grief about it. And it sounds like you were really attached to your ferrets. I also think you're right. If you get a pet, it will die, because pets usually don't outlive their owners. So you're going to have to go through that death of a pet. But it doesn't have to prevent you from having the positive times too, those fun, positive memories. So my suggestion is don't get a pet yet until you can visualize having it be a positive experience. In addition to knowing at some point, it will leave this life. I want to suggest that you talk about your grief with some of your friends or family members. There are lots of people who've lost pets, and it's been difficult. But I would suggest you do that. Get talking about it. Maybe look online for some forums for people who've lost pets that they really, really loved. And you might, want to find some way to remember your pet ferrets. Maybe if you have pictures, put a picture up and remember those positive times too. And when you have, when you're able to hold the memories of the good times with your pet, in addition to that grief, then you're going to be ready for another pet. But if it's all about the grieving, then you're not ready yet. Okay, thanks for writing in. Take care, and I believe you can get through this. I'm Julie Hanks, LCSW. Visit juliehanks.com for more.